Upgrading your Animus to 6 stars inside of Etheria Restart is essential for the game's progression and for you to just power up your account. Inside of today's video, we're going to be giving you the most efficient route to 6 stars on any of your Animus inside of the game. And on top of that, we're going to be taking our Tiamat to 6 stars, which is one of our favorite Animus inside of the game. So if you're looking to power up and if you're looking for efficiency, make sure you stick around for this video. Beyond that, I need to thank Etheria Restart for sponsoring today's video, and I urge all of you, if you have yet to play or download the game, my QR code right here will get you the game as well as some extended rewards on day one, and I also have a link in the description for you that does exactly the same. Come join us inside of Etheria Restart. Now, Hermes, what's going on, brother? I'm really looking forward to the best path forward because I want to make sure that we are all being efficient. Talk to me.
Oh yeah, man. This is honestly like, and I didn't understand how this worked when I first got into the game, and it has really been helpful figuring out how these shadow prints work. So as you see right here, I've got it up on the screen right now. So you use these shadow prints to upgrade your animus to different star levels. Once you've obviously gotten them at max level, which you're already farming your XP, as we've talked about in other videos, it was top 10 tips, is you really need to farm up that XP. Then when you're ready to upgrade their star rank, instead of having to farm up food champions or food animus, you just come right into here and you get a bunch of these shadow prints and you use them to upgrade your animus.
All right, so in other turn-based strategy games that we know, you basically have to get champions, upgrade those champions, and then put them into a champion to upgrade them. But inside of Etheria Restart, that's not a mechanic. Kind of give us a little bit more of a breakdown of what shadow prints actually are and the different rarities of them.
Yeah. So if you look right here on the screen, you'll see obviously the one orange shadow print is highlighted. And that is because my Freya is at 4 star right now, getting ready to be upgraded up to 5 star. But you'll see there's four different tiers of these shadow prints. You've got your basic blue shadow prints, which are the 2 star. You've got your purple shadow prints, which are 3 star. And then you'll see the red shadow prints are actually for 5 star, which are what you use to upgrade to that 6 star. We'll be talking about those in just a little bit. But these orange ones are 4 stars. So if you look and you see, wow, you seem to have I have a lot of these orange shadow prints. And the reason why is I'm being smart in the game and finding a bunch of different locations to actually get them and targeting different areas where I can actually get those throughout the game.
Yeah, and I'm going to definitely want to learn more from you about what are the best places to get them. Also, are these things that are purchasable inside the shop as well? So continue on. Give us more details.
Yeah. So first thing we want to look at is obviously you want to get to that spending guide that we made before. Like your spending guide, it really highlighted all the best packs to get early on. I think we were talking about actually even earlier today, is that if you come in and buy these packs that we're talking about, you
Mhm.
could automatically get a 5 star just out the gates. But you'll see right here, like you get three of them from this one pack for $15 in addition to other things. But what's great about this game that I really have loved is that you don't only need to go and spend money on the game in order to get those shadow prints. And that has been really important for me as someone who actually hasn't spent on this account just yet, is that I haven't needed to purchase any of them within the game.
Yeah, and I love that we're doing this, right? Because we recognize that there are going to be whales inside of Ethereum Restart that are going to buy everything. There's going to be mid spenders that buy their favorite packs, and then there's going to be the free to play players. So it's important that we share information for all different types of players, no matter who that may be. I know there's content creators out there that are just free to play players that give the most efficient routes to getting things for free. We're going to be sharing that as well. So now we know we can get these things in the shop. Very easy, purchasable, and actually they seem fairly fair in price if we look at the different industry type packs that are available. Again, more details on that if you want to go watch the spending guide, which we highly recommend. It gives you the most efficient purchases inside of the game. But where else, Hermes, can people go and find these resources so that we can get these Animus upgraded?
It's really cool is that, and I didn't see this at first when I was first starting out on my day one,
Mhm.
but actually in the shop is not just stuff that you buy with money, but it's actually with your in-game currency. So you'll see right now there are four different sections of this like exchange shop, and in out of those four, three of them are where you can buy those shadow prints. So if you look
Wow.
first here, we're right now on the arena. Um, exchange shop. And right here, you see I've already purchased the two orange shadow prints I can for this week because I'm obviously trying to upgrade all my animus and get those done. The second one is really fun. Is it's in the it was in your summon shop, and in your summon shop, what happens is as you pull more prototypes, obviously you're not using those Animus as food champions to upgrade up your 6-star Animus. So what happens instead is you get this little in-game currency up here in this top corner called anima crystals, and you can spend those in the shop to get not only the purple and orange shadow prints, but also this super valuable red shadow print material. And the final one is in this Unity shop, which actually I'm glad we're making this video because I actually haven't purchased all of my orange shadow prints for the week. So now that I've got that, I've got an extra one down, and I'll be able to use that to help upgrade up my Animus.
No, I love that. And this is a shop mechanic, right? So it's not playing the game, it's using materials that you've earned from playing the game, and then you could purchase these things to upgrade your Animus. This is one of my favorite things about Etheria Restart, and there are a lot of favorite things that I have, but not needing to level up and upgrade champions to put into other champions. This takes out the clunkiness of upgrade here, and in Etheria Restart, Animus upgrades are a lot more straightforward. This is something that I think has needed to be done in this genre for a long time. But where can people get these from playing the game? The materials to purchase them in the shop, as you just did, and just to pick them up in general.
So in general, I would say they are thrown everywhere. There's a lot of
Yeah.
first time rewards. So when you first clear different areas of content over here in the challenges bar, there's a lot of places here where you'll see a lot of first time clears. You'll go in and you'll be able to get a lot of those orange shadow prints, especially. They are very generous with giving you those. But I was just on it actually just before now, is the hyperlink charter. It's going to give you a ton of these as you upgrade. I mean, you see right here, I'm only on, so I've still got so many different levels to go. I've got all these divine levels. But I'm already getting a ton of these orange shadow prints available. They're all throughout the levels you see right there. Basically, every single time that you progress up in one of these sets of missions, you're going to be able to get either a purple or orange, or sometimes even a red one, a red Animus upgrade throughout all of these different sets of hyperlink missions.
So what you're basically saying is that Etheria Restart is being overly generous with how many of these shadow prints they're actually giving to us just from playing their game, correct?
Oh yeah, 100%. It has actually kind of surprised me at just how generous they have been with all these star upgrades. I'm like, they're coming out everywhere. I'm like, man, I just need to go farm a ton of XP to keep up with how many star upgrades I'm actually getting.
No, I love that. I mean, it's actually refreshing to see. Now, I again mentioned in the beginning of the video that you were going to be doing an upgrade live here today of one of our favorite Animus inside of the game. Let's get into Tiamat and show us exactly what this process looks like for everyone that maybe hasn't gotten their first Animus to 6 stars.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for this one. So first things first, obviously you're gonna need to max out the Animus level. So you see right here, I've pulled up Chiaki the Echo.
Mhm.
She is not fully leveled up. You need to get her up to level 45. So that's where you just go into the XP drop in your challenges screen and you farm up your XP. But once you finally get your Animus up to level 45 or level 40, whatever that tier is, then you'll see down here it pulls up a star upgrade button. So when you go into here, this is where it's the magic happens, right? So you just go in and you'll attach, and obviously for 6-star, you need those red shadow prints.
Mhm.
And something interesting is that I only have three of them, right? So you think, oh, you just don't have enough. But another, again, great thing that they have done in this game is you have the ability to use the lower level shadow prints to craft into higher tiers. So now I can click down here on this bottom left-hand side. There's that craft button. So I can just go right in and I can craft up and it'll tell me how many resources it will take to get me the shadow prints that I want.
Wow, that is actually insane. So, because you were on here, you only had three, and I'm like, oh, he's actually potentially not ready. But man, being able to combine them together in craft is just, again, another super generous, nice feature. I love it. So now you
Oh
have
yeah.
the five you need.
Yeah, and here we go. Gonna get that boost up. So you'll see right here off the rip is that her level cap is increased by another 5 levels, which will help you increase her base stats. But you'll see on top of that, her base HP goes from 11,000 up to 13,000 without
Hmm.
any. So she gets reset back to level 1. But you'll see again, an extra 2000 HP on a champion like Tiamat, which we've already gone into her skill kit in a video before. It's a crazy good kit. Is that it's such a big impact because it scales so much. And now you'll see she's way boosted up. I cannot wait to level her up as well.
No, that's awesome. I love that. I'm glad that you were able to share how you can craft them as well. That's something that I know many players did not know. And now, congratulations, your Tiamat, one of our favorite SSR Animus inside of the game, is at that 6 stars. Are you about to throw some? You are. You're juicing her
Oh
up a little
yeah.
bit.
Oh yeah, I gotta get her. I gotta get her up as much as I can. See, now I gotta go farm like XP like the rest of the day just to try to upgrade this Tiamat. I'm so excited for this one.
Motivation, baby, motivation. All right, I want to get to this final question that I have, and I know your answer, but I'm going to ask it to the audience as well, and then I'm going to have you share yours. But what was your first 6-star, if you have any so far? What was your first 6-star Animus? And if you don't have any yet, what Animus are you looking the most forward to getting to 6 stars? Let us know in the comments section below. And Hermes, how about you? What's your first?
My first was that Lian. I had to get up that super high attack damage dealer. I had to make sure I got her up to that 6-star first. Obviously, Tiamat's got some damage in her kit, but because she's a support unit, I wanted to make sure that I prioritized just a pure raw damage dealer first, and then I follow that up with a damage support hybrid.
And for anyone that missed it, we just put out a video yesterday talking about Leanne and why she's most likely going to be everyone's first 6-star Animus inside of the game. And we give you the most effective route to getting her there and gearing her up. So if you missed that video, make sure you go check it out along with any of the other guides we have for you in Etheria Restart. Again, if you haven't played, you're missing out. This game is pretty awesome. Make sure you download the game with my QR code or my link in the description. It's going to get you those enhanced rewards on day one. And I want to thank Etheria Restart for sponsoring the video. Hermes, it's always a great time having you on, man. Thanks so much, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video.